He kept getting grabbed by the claw in that matchup.
The lobster claws.
Just like the plush Reptar that you see at whatever the arcade was in Rugrats if they went to one. Because that was what took like 90% of the stocks.
Amazing run, you.
Back air, man.
Woo! Getting this far to like, oh my god, the top 4? Like, jeez.
Yeah, I think what I saw is that UX was seeded 5th or something like that. So they did place their seed, so that's good.
Yeah. And Fade outplaced theirs. Was seeded 5th, I believe. Guaranteed top 4 minimum now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing stuff. With Reptar, too. Like, who is not? I don't know. I guess... who has definitely gotten nerfed.
Yeah, I see people debating bottom 5 in the chat down there, but if you want to talk about bottom 5, let's take a look at these next two characters in our next match here in Losers Finals for you already.
Yeah, we're having what it's called the greatest mid-off of all time.
I love this. I love
this. We got some mid characters coming to you hot right now.
Nigel versus Zim.
There's a mid-off that's occurring that to unknown proportions.
These seem to be the consensus for the top 2 contenders for the question, who is the worst in the game? Just because someone has to be. But these 2 characters are not necessarily awful. They both definitely got some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of these
Zim, I think the biggest thing with Zim is that, you know, I think Zim's biggest problem as a character is that cohesively they don't really have a way to kind of put everything all together with their kit. But individually they have like some pretty like big outlier moves. Like the grenade is pretty crazy.
Right.
Some of their normals is really nuts. Their air F strong is insanely strong.
Right.
But like Zim's recovery and just overall the functionality of some of their kit is questionable.
Right. Yeah, it's
Nigel.
Very interesting. Oh yeah.
I think Nigel is just too damn light and doesn't really have the combo game that a lot of the top tiers do. I mean, like you're looking at Grandma Gertie, El Tigre, Aang. They're wobbling people. They're getting 0 to deaths pretty easily. But they don't die at 90% to pretty much the entire cast all the time.
Yeah, it's like a friendly reminder that this character shares the same weight class as Danny, but like. Danny, you know, it's negated, and with Nigel, it's not necessarily negated, so at least not as much as like some people feel it should be. But there you go, there's the strong.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and then against each other, like, oh yeah,
you're gone.
Some of those awkward things get a little more awkward. Still, no, not even with slime. That's a shame.
Wow. Yeah, that was depressing.
Yeah, horizontally, Nigel recovery good. Vertically, you know, he got a lot of jumps, but whatever. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Nice tech chase.
Great tech chase into the
slime cancel. Slime dash into snap. Does not kill, though.
Oh, with the ostrich. Okay. Damn. Putting Tudle in the lead over here. Gur is gone. Gur very helpful, so a little bit scary not to have Gur, but Zim pretty fast on his own, can protect himself a little bit. Uh-oh. Yikes. Not with the... Oh! Yeah. An interesting thing, we've already talked about how Nigel, with his good air mobility and jumps, can edge guard certain characters. Zim is known for his bad recovery, so that's pretty scary to put together.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing for this is that difference between, you know, Granny and Zim's recovery is that Zim's recovery is actually bad. Granny's recovery, I would say, pretty much is not bad even a little bit, but it's exploitable.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Fox's in Melee, where, you know...
I think the balance in this game is so neat. There's a lot of interesting designs, and so many recoveries are like... on, like, you see them at first and you're like... I remember when the game launched and people were like, oh, Ember's recovery is bad. But then you find out, oh, she gets a lot of hover with this upcharge. And, like, these characters... Gertie, the tether, like, oh, it doesn't snap from here. But she's got this kick that flies her through the air. These recoveries you can get pretty creative with. And while they have their pros and cons, they're all like exploitable in certain ways. None of them are really like bad, except Zim's. His is bad.
When you need slime to recover, that's bad.
It's not good.
It's bad.
Literally, that's like what. It's the best use of Zim's slime is saving himself from his own recovery.
You don't want to recover with slime, because recovering with slime's bad.
Oh.
It's very sad,
Oh
truly.
my gosh.
Okay.
Okay. You want to use your slime to kill people, not recover.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a kill.
You know, we don't all have 5 jumps. Okay. Okay.
They killed Kenny. Anyway.
Punching through all of Zim's
So good.
aggression right there. I love all of that. We're already up to
Yeah.
84
Oh my
on this
God.
stock. Are we going to get a laugh? Not quite.
Oof. I think another interesting thing that I'm noticing about this silly little matchup is that Zim players really like to control the stage. They set up Gur, they set up the grenades, but Nigel can kind of swerve through the air and get in Zim's face a little bit faster than other characters can.
Yeah, I think mainly because Zim oddly enough likes to be like above people, just because his down strong is like pretty hard to shark underneath. But you know, Nigel has a good way of stalling in the air long enough to navigate around the down strong and just like punish him on the way out of it. I think in general, Nigel doesn't really have a great ground game. But neither does Zim, so they're usually just fighting air to air, and that's definitely Nigel's game, is air to air fighting for sure.
Very ironic of Zim wanting to approach from above you, considering he has PM Ivy Sword Laser. Or like a mini version of it at least.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Oh no. Ooh.
Oh my goodness,
Very
if he was
vulnerable.
facing the other way, that would have actually... Oh.
Damn, that recovery sucks.
Oh.
Doesn't matter if he
No
went high.
slime.
On the ledge, the character still has 5 jumps. Even if he was able to somehow make it back from above there, that Zim still should have died.
Yeah,
My
for anyone in
goodness.
chat that hasn't seen it before, that is Zim's recovery, even with Gur, without slime. It's just tragic.
I mean, I didn't say we were about to watch the biggest mid off of all time. I mean, these two mid characters are midden. They're midden around.
Yeah.
We got mid recoveries, we got mid combos. Oh no.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. But no finish. Can't quite stick the landing, unfortunately.
I like him using the Condor dive to just retreat to the other side of the stage.
Gur. Ooh.
Not the Condor
Gur
dive.
combo.
Whatever it's called.
I think it's Falcon
I
dive.
don't
Maybe
know,
it is
whatever-
Condor.
No. I was
Whatever
saying
bird-
not the Condor dive. Just had it play the audio in my head.
Ah.
Condor dive.
Can't say Falcon dive, that one's patented.
I think it is Falcon dive.
Oh.
Is it really?
I'm
I'm gonna have to look it up after this.
I
I'm
think
not
it
gonna
is
lie.
because I vaguely remember in the spotlight being like, "Oh wow, they called it that 'cause Smash," or
Oh,
whatever.
that's actually kind of cute. I like that. I like that. I like that
Yeah.
little nod if that's true.
I think it's cute. Maybe I'm making up bullshit though. I hope I'm not. I don't want to spread misinformation.
You've done that to me before, so truthfully,
Oops.
I
Well, that was
don't
on
know.
purpose though. That was fun.
The purposeful gaslighting, yes. Or the purposeful
oh my
lying, I
gosh.
should say. Full bar.
And
this-
that Zim is dead.
Oh.
Even with slime, oh my god, he could have just held
Yeah.
ledge. He
I
could
don't know
have
if I
just.
agree though with the slime version of up special. You get a lot more distance with up special and then
No,
canceling. it
but
at the right
Salsa, but it
time.
didn't even matter.
It
But
didn't
it didn't even matter.
No.
It didn't even make the
I
distance.
mean, Tudle was ready with a back air either way. Yeah.
He didn't even have to do that either. Could have just rolled.
He could have rolled and then started taunting.
He could have rolled and probably taunted twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
No, that was
Is that really the distance it gets even with slime?
But you get, you do get more distance if you do up
That's-
special and cancel it. Like it's like if you
Yeah.
cancel El Tigre's up special or something, where they like weirdly retain momentum and like fly across the stage.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
still,
I
that was-
do think either way, Tuttle was ready with a back air, so
Yeah.
didn't really make too much of a difference.
Representing Washington, the 38th seed of this tournament, some saying criminally underseeded. Rooftop Rumble and Pariah's Keep are both banned on the
Yeah,
parts.
what the hell? What stage do you even want here?
He clearly doesn't want a flat one.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't want one where Zim has like room to just run to the other side of the level and farm his resources, charge up the plasma ball, get Gur out, charge up like the laser, all that stuff. With platforms, it sort of creates a little bit more of a no-fly zone if he's able to get Zim in the air instead. Nigel's approaches can become a little bit too linear if he just hangs back and farms them when there's no platforms above to negate it. And right now, I think that's why we're going to Harmonic instead, because Rooftop and Pariah's were the bans, and those stages are kind of flat. So
you know, maybe it's too early to say this.
If he landed that Falcon dive.
Yeah, maybe it's too early. I don't know. But I know that I don't know. Earlier in the tournament, used Mr. Krabs. I think that's also not a great matchup for Mr. Krabs, like versus Nigel, oddly enough.
Speaking of Mr. Krabs, speaking of Mr. Krabs, Stango, can Nigel slime cancel the snap? Because if he can't slime cancel the snap, but Mr. Krabs can slime cancel level 3 side B, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I wanna say no.
I'm pretty sure he can. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. He can.
Yeah.
So on hit, he can obviously like loses the lag of it, like so like you don't die. But if you like miss, you know, if you whiff, you literally are just stuck in the haha animation as you fall to your death.
Yeah.
So he can't.
Yeah, he can. He's not no Mr. Krabs.
Why can Mr. Krabs slime cancel the side B then?
You paid $5.99.
But in Tunis,
oh my
Mr.
God,
Krabs
that
can't
pisses me
cancel
off.
his dime though.
Oh,
you know that is a good reason.
My fault.
You did pay $5.99 to have an attack you can cancel.
Oh, I'm getting myself worked up for my last set of the night. I gotta stop. I'm sorry, gamers. We're back to the match. It's all good. Zim versus Nigel. Tudle running, really running a show right now on I Don't Know. This is looking pretty bad, but there's the laser. There's a fighting chance, but it's looking pretty rough for the hometown hero.
Yeesh. Oh, Gur helping a little bit. Very cute when he shoots a laser from across the stage. Just a couple lasers.
We got the Wombo Combo Plasma Balls.
Damn.
It's just like how he did to the Krugbo.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is this it?
Uh-oh.
Whoa, Tudle ready to chase all across the stage. Ooh. Oh, mini move saving the day. Okay.
He just created an anti-fly zone. He's like, there's an anti-fly zone. I'm gonna put hitboxes here. Just don't go here. But I don't know if you have a choice when you're just in this, when your disadvantage state is just this bad. That's a 3-0 on the part of Tudle. Guaranteed top 4 in NASB Junior 8.
Yeah, wow. Amazing stuff. Great run to I Don't Know. Oh my gosh, making it this far. With Zim, who people, you know, obviously think is one of the worst characters in the game. Very respectable.
But we're gonna swap out commentators now for our top 4 finale. So if you guys like to do any shout outs or whatnot, feel free to before we transition to our next group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We hope you enjoyed the commentary so far. We're going to be swapping out for, I believe, Alpha Stone and Pixie Gang Stereo, if I'm not mistaken.
Alpha. So just to preface that, Alpha will not be here. They were multiversed up today. Their bracket's taking longer than they thought. But we will have some good commentary nonetheless. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. So I'll keep it brief. You already know if you want to see the non-esports side of me, I forgot to make a slide and give it to Cherry, but you can check out my podcast. It's called The Double D Experience. It's a stupid little comedy show that I do with my boy Dennis. Don't listen to it. It's awful. We interview esports personalities, YouTubers, all that kind of stuff. Talk about really stupid things, video games.